want you around, yeah. I was washing my hair. I think it's kind of fluffy when I after I washed it. It's like this, it's like fluffy. It's fluffy. My hair's kind of fluffy. Yeah, I just washed it last night. So I was like, where did it my soft dough? It sounds like kind of fluffy. It's kind of fluffy. I was gonna play some guitar, but I don't want. I don't feel like doing on the spot songs, and I don't feel like I don't know. I did some Wings covers. Should I do some more Wings songs? I kind of wanted to do Baby's Request. This is a song, a Wings song. When the moon lays his head on a pillow, and the stars settle down for rest, but you could bring back memories departed. I play my baby's request. Bling. Song when we heard when we started. Could do that song. But you could bring back memories departed. To the baby's request. Yeah, play my baby's request. The baby's request. Yeah. It's interesting, like with looks. Like you see, like a lot of people, be like some. You see these people without musical talent, but they're kind of pretty, and then they start playing guitar, and everyone's just like, "That's so good." I'm like, "That isn't that good." What the? That's so good. It's great. It's like, stop back. I don't know. No, it's like, yeah, I can. When I listen to some, I can listen to them if it's good, if it's a well crafted song, I can hear it. You go, okay, well, that's good, that's good. It's like, no, man, it's just not doing it. It's okay, but it's like not really interesting. It's just kind of, yeah, it's words, and you got some chords with it, and you kind of sing it with a lot of expression and emotion, but it's not really interesting to me, and it's, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. It's just a weird kind of a thing. You can always tell like a good songwriter because you can just hear it, just hear the craftsmanship in the song, and it's like he's going interesting places and it's telling interesting things, and it's just doing things that you wouldn't normally notice, normally do, or whatever. It just kind of, but it works and it's interesting, kind of thing. I don't know. Weird. It's like when I write my songs. I don't know. I try to put something into it, but I post so many different versions of my songs. Like sometimes like say, okay, so a song of mine, a particular song, I don't know, any song, you'll see me like post it. I don't know, right when I write the song, I'll do some versions of it, and I don't really have a handle on the song yet, so I'll post it. But it's like so not done yet, and it's like so. But I'm just get so excited to like post the song and put it out, even though it's not like the way I want it, and I don't really have a handle on the song, and it's like, and then I'll do it again in the next couple of days, and then it's better because I get more of a handle in it and know what I want to do with the song, and so it's better. But then I still have this other version that aren't as good, but it's there, and I keep it there. So when people listen to the song, they hear the original, not really good version, and then they kind of judge the song on that, you know. And I'm like, that's not good. But I don't know. I just want to show people the progression of my songs, the evolution. So for good or bad, I'll keep this bad first drafts of the songs there. So yeah. And usually I write the way that I write the song right away is the way the song is. Occasionally I will be like, I don't like that song. There's something about it. I just don't like it. I gotta like overhaul the song, which I've done. I did it a few times. I overhauled the whole song. Did it on a song called The Feelings, which was originally called Disappointment, but I changed it to The Feelings. But I overhauled the whole song, and now it's a lot better. It's like if you listen to a song that you've written and you go, yeah, I'm not really enjoying that. It's just because it's not written that well. It's like the way you listen to someone else and go, I'm not really enjoying that song. It's because it's not written that well. That's what it is. It's like sometimes when you listen to a song, you just know it's written well. It's just kind of something about it. It just, yeah, it gets you. It makes you want to listen to it. It makes you want to keep listening to it, and it's enjoyable to listen to hear it. You know, opposed to like, oh, okay, I have to turn this off because I'm not enjoying this. It's just, yeah, that's the. Or when you're listen to a song and your mind starts to wander because you can't focus on it because it's not really that interesting. That's what it is. It's not a. I think that's a lot of people with ADHD. I think that's how their mind works. People go, well, it's because basically, I think the mind is kind of. It's basically designed to focus on what's important. Like in dangerous situations, your mind will focus on that, the danger, or something interesting. Danger and interesting is similar. So the mind starts to, I think, in ADHD cases, it starts. It just wants to focus on interesting things and sense the danger. Maybe it's because of anxiety or something. I don't know. But yeah. So when you read a book and the book isn't interesting, the mind won't focus on it. It wants to focus on whatever is more interesting. It will always focus on where if there's danger or because I think that's what it is. But then it prevents you from focusing on less interesting things like your schoolwork. And then when you're in school, and it's a problem because you need to read this book, even though it's really boring. You still gotta know the book and then be tested on it. And I think that's what happened with me. It's like a lot of times I couldn't finish a book. I couldn't read a whole book because those books aren't that great. You go, well, it's the greatest American stories. Like, oh, I don't think they're that great. They don't interest me. So I think that's what it is. But if I read like if I read like a note from a girl, that's interesting. It's like a pretty girl. I go, okay, I want to read the whole thing, and I will read the whole thing, and I will focus on the whole thing because my mind wants to focus on it. The mind chooses it. The mind chooses on pleasurable things or where the danger lies. Kind of the flight or fright response. Kind of like that, yeah. So, yeah, I think that's what it is. That's how my mind works. It just wants to focus on certain things that I find interesting, and so I get bored easily because most things are not interesting. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think maybe that's just the mind of a creative person. It's like and so you don't really find anything interesting in the real world. So in your mind, you start creating things. I think that's might be it. The mind tries to compensate for the lack of interesting things around you, so it creates things in your mind, and maybe that's why creative people tend to be like ADHD or whatever that is. Just what is that? Attention deficit, because you can't focus on things. You can't give things attention because they're not interesting. It's basically what it is. It's like I can't focus on this thing because it is really boring. you, I can't focus on what you're saying because you're really boring. It's like when someone tells you a long joke and you go, "This joke is not very good. It's just not really good." So you can't focus on it. Your mind just doesn't want to focus on it because it's just like the mind just wants to get it out. No, it's not good. But then someone says something really, really interesting to you, a really, really good joke. Then it's like your mind wants to focus on it. It's like, oh, do you know what I mean? It's like a lot of times, or like when you watch a movie and you just can't watch it because your mind can't focus on it because it's not very good. Yeah, I think that's how I am. So you got a lot of people who seem very judgmental or critical of things because they're being honest. Yeah, it's like I just don't like this. My mind can't focus on it. That's how it is. That's why I like Taylor Swift songs. I think she's talented, but I just can't focus on her stuff. I don't think she's her songs don't really interest my mind. They don't really keep me interested. She doesn't sing about interesting things that I want. She tries. I think she tries to do that now. Tries to what the hell is that song? From Lover. I don't know, it's supposed to be about something. See, I can't even remember the songs. It's like her songs don't really stick in my head. But like when I was a kid, I wasn't even a Madonna fan in the '80s, but I would remember her songs just after hearing them once because she writes interesting songs. There's certain people who can write the songs, and I can after one listen, I can just know it. Paul McCartney is the same way in the Beatles. That's why I know Beatles songs so well because they write so well. Songs are so well written that it makes it memorable, and you can like remember it. songs that are not good are not memorable, so you tend to not to want to like remember it. I think that's what it is. You know, it's like look at me. I'm like doing Wings songs, and I can still like remember how the melody goes. Even after not listening to the song for years, because they're so memorable and well written. You go, wow, Wings. People don't even think of Wings as like a great band, but I do. I think they're great. I mean, it's got Paul in it, but Paul's great wherever it is. And then he's got really good musicians working with him, you know. Especially like Jimmy McCulloch and Denny Lane. But Jimmy McCulloch's lead guitar bits. If you listen to like songs like Letting Go, and you listen to like a song called Treat It Gently, Lonely Old People. His lead guitar stuff is just amazing. I don't know if he just came up with that stuff himself or Paul said do like. Nah, I think he came up with them. Because how can he? I don't know. I think he was that creative and he could come up with like really good like guitar bits. Yeah, there's a lot of good like Jimmy McCulloch lead guitar all through that mid '70s Wings. Yeah, so yeah, but I mean, yeah. But my point is memorable, good music will be remembered. If it's good, it will be remembered. That's how it is. I remember that song because it's good. So you go, why? Yeah. So yeah. But I mean, with any kind of song, if you listen to it enough times, it'll just stick in your head. Even if it's not good, you say the same thing over and over. For some, our mind will just kind of like remember it. Or if it's really bad, you might try to just keep it out. Like it's white noise, something like that. I don't know. Very interesting conversation I'm coming up with here. I don't know. Just it's like a lot of times, these musicians think people are just hateful at me because hey, they're just jealous of me. Nah, a lot of times they just don't like your music because they don't. People just can't hook onto it. I know, dude. Trust me. I know. I'm not. There's no musician that I try to hate. I don't try to hate music. I love music. So when I don't like something, it's because I just can't grab onto it, and then I can't be like lying about it and go, yeah, that's very good. No, I just don't. It just doesn't grab me. And there's a lot of people now that don't grab me. I can say, well, they got some good. They sing well. They sound commercial. They sound like everybody else, and that'll probably sell. And they got words in there, but the stories don't really interest me. So okay, that's subjective, yeah. And then you got the structure of the song, and it's like, okay, where's the song going? Do I like the structure? It's just not interesting me. It's like, and there's hardly no guitar to keep me busy in my head, and all that jazz. So I was like, okay.